I find that very wholesome and kind of cool. I can deal with that. Sweet. I also find claptrap dancing pretty wholesome too. Sweet. Shall we do the phrase? We gotta do the phrase. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time zone you're in. Well, this is not a walkthrough, but there's gonna be a little bit of meta commentary to a degree, and a little bit of rambling on, but I say let's just jump straight to it. I know I'm late to the party, but there was nothing really noteworthy from yesterday for, well, here are the PlayStation Plus games that are coming on Essential on July, what is it? Oh, July 2nd. Well, it makes sense to do it before the holiday. So, here we go! Hmm, that Mario joke was not intentional, but hey, here we are. Alright, so Borderlands 3. That's coming on PS4, PS5. I mean, it's been out for a couple years, and there's that, I think the new tell from Borderlands in terms of like Borderlands-ish, but this is like official main series Borderlands. And I consider Borderlands 2 the best of the series. So I haven't heard like super bad things of Borderlands 3, but not all the fans were happy, and there's probably several reasons for that. But let me read from my PlayStation blog to kind of let you know, well, about Borderlands, even though it's been around for kind of, well, a while now. So I imagine if you played a Borderlands 1 or 2, you already know the gist of what it's about. So here we go. Shoot and loot your way through a mayhem-fueled adventure. Don't you mean a cocaine-fueled adventure? At the hard edge of the galaxy lies a group of planets ruthlessly exploited by militarized corporation. That sounds like the Outer Wilds. No, not the Outer Wilds. The Outer Worlds. That definitely sounds like kind of a little bit of that. And brave with loot and violence. Well, that's the hell stick, loot and violence. This is your home, the Borderlands. Now a crazed cult known as the Children of the Vault has emerged and is spreading like an interstellar plague. All you have the allies and arsenal to take them down. Play as one of four all-new, deeply customizational ah, Vault Hunters, the ultimate treasure-seeking badasses of the Borderlands. Customize your Vault Hunter with tons of personalization options and use their distinctive skills trees to tailor abilities to your preferred playstyle. Play with anyone at any time online or in split-screen co-op, regardless of your level or mission progress. Like I said, if you played the first one or the second one, you already know what Borderlands 3 is about. I mean, I don't need to kind of let you know what it's about. It's all about the loot and pretty much being a badass and shooting people until they freaking die. They've been doing it since Borderlands 1. I mean, what else do you want me to tell you? Besides that Telltale Borderlands, which was also shooting and killing people, but with comedy. It's a comedy, shoot people until they freaking die and get all the loot you want. That's simple as I can say. But it's worked since the third game and it's still kind of concerned. Well, it's still kind of going strong. So we're never going to get Borderlands 4, like an official one. I don't think anytime soon. I think they're reaping the, well, I guess the loot. Okay, that sums it up. Alright, so the next game I'm going to talk about because, and I own Borderlands 3. I own pretty much 2 all the way to 3, depending on how many views and how many subscribers I get. Well, I guess I'll do Borderlands 1. But until then, Borderlands 2, and that pre-sequel, and Borderlands 3. That's all we're sticking with, and Tales from Borderlands. That is all we're doing. Alright, so next game. NHL 24, also coming on PS4 and PS5. It's a hockey game. Here we go. Feel the intensity of hockey as EA Sports NHL, or NHL, I said it right, 24 brings you closer to the authentic on-ice action with a wealth of new game features and upgraded models. The new exhaust engine recreates the rush and fatigue of the high-pressure games, rewarding extended offensive play with game-changing effects. Refresh total control skill moves and a revamped vision passing system broaden your moment-to-moment strategies and allow you to execute them with complete precision. Did you fall asleep yet? Did you check out yet? It's a hockey game. I have NHL I think it's National Hockey's Association, or no, it's National Hockey's League. But it's a hockey game. All you're doing is skating on ice, knowing that you can get like pretty much maimed for the blades or fall and then break your leg, and dangerous sport. Fun sport, but dangerous, I imagine. But that's all you're doing. I know there's more to it in terms of hockey, but it's hockey. It's another sports game that Sony didn't have the balls to actually give us a real game. Not like on May, when they actually did give us legit fun games. Actually, really solid games in terms of May. And June, not really. But July, it's not really. They're just giving us a hockey game. So another sports game that's not really anything for value. I've seen the reviews too, and I actually did look at other reviews besides GameSpot and IGN. You're not missing much. It's a hockey game. Okay, another sports game, and then it's not something I'm interested in. FIFA, I was interested in. This one, I'm gonna pass. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna pass. Okay, let's move on to the next clip. Inner Sloth, and now they are doing Outer Sloth, which is, yeah, not really the most cleverest, but hey, when you're making money from, I guess, a party game, is this considered Mario's Party, but with more of, it's Mario's Party, but I guess Spy versus Spy, if you remember that cartoon or kind of comic book, it's Spy versus Spy, in a sense. Wow, I just summed the series pretty, yeah, I pretty much summed up the series. Alright, Among Us. That's the last game. PS4 and PS5. Alright, so use teamwork, persuasion, and maybe even betrayal in this unique online party game. Basically, Mario's Party of Spy versus Spy. And space! Prepare for departure, but beware the imposter. Complete tasks to hold your spaceship together and return to civilization. But keep an eye out as one of your more random players among the crew are imposters, determined to sabotage the ship and kill everyone that moves. It's up to the remaining humans to finish their task and identify the imposter to eject them into the abyss. But watch out, the imposters will use every trick in the book to convince everyone they're a crewmate. So don't believe everything you hear. Because it's actual people talking on the mic, so yeah, I guess you really can't believe what they're saying because people freaking lie. Get your alibi straight or else you'll be the one roughly ejected. Into space. Okay, that sums it up. I am kind of glad that Among Us is popular and it is kind of like holding a player fan base. In my fan of Among Us, I played it a good chunk of time on my mobile phone too. Yeah, so I can't complain. I actually have fun with Among Us. It's a great party game. It's a very unique concept. All the memes for Among Us is pretty appropriate. I like that it's getting recognition and popularity. I'm not gonna lie. It's an end. I guess you could say they're an indie game developer that are literally living the high of being that popular. I'm not gonna even sweat them. I think that, hey, when you have a concept and it's very fun and people actually talk about it for decades, well, not decades, but for a while, I think you're doing something right. I gotta admit, kind of respect you guys for that. Not begrudgingly respect you guys, but respect you. And on that note, Sony, PlayStation, come on. Where's your balls? That's all I'm gonna say. At least with Xbox Showcase and Nintendo Switch, they actually have games that are coming out. They do. No one can say that they don't have games coming out. And I'll tell you why Nintendo Switch and Xbox Showcase, or Nintendo Showcase and Xbox Showcase killed it, and they are pretty much cooking, as people will say, or they're slapping, or have to drip. I can tell you why. They had games showing up. State of Play, I feel like we already talked about that in one of my videos, my kind of tribute video to myself. So there's nothing more I need to say about it. It's a video that's been done to death. I have nothing else to say. I know it's not like me to just kind of go in a tangent and be straight to the point. But they actually, it's so simple math of why Xbox and Nintendo did well. They have games coming out. Xbox Game Pass, I think it's a good idea. Expensive, but good idea. Having backwards compatibility to play your older games from the Xbox/Xbox 360 to Xbox One is such a great idea. Expensive, but great idea. That's worth the money. I'm not trying to be like Team Xbox. I don't think I'm a Team PlayStation, Xbox, or Nintendo. I just picked a console to just play games. I'm simple as they come. If your console has games I'm looking forward to, I'm most likely going to either buy you or I'm going to be pretty much focusing on you, depending on the point of my life. But anyway, yeah, and Nintendo is doing extremely well is because they have so many franchises that they can do sequels and everyone will eat that up. And just the fact that the Nintendo Switch Online has games from their plethora of iconic franchises, from Super Nintendo Entertainment System to pretty much, I don't know if it's the Wii, I think it's the GameCube. Don't quote me on that. I have to ask my friend, because he's kind of Team Nintendo, but I think that's pretty fair. But yeah, that kind of sums it up. PlayStation, and I heard a rumor, and guys, this is a rumor, and I've been Googling it, and I'm sure you heard the rumor. Apparently, on PlayStation Plus Premium, and I'm sure someone already has covered it, because I have seen some other videos on YouTube also, but there is supposedly going to be PS3 games that are coming to the PlayStation Plus Premium that you'll be able to download, like the PS4, PS1, PS2, and PSP, that you can easily download and actually stream normally. Not like what all those kind of PS3 streaming that doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's cool for nostalgic value, but let's face it, we all want to just download PS3 games and just stream it. Not stream it that way, just download it and play the freaking game. That is it. Me and my friend talked about it too. My request, Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriot. I know it's gonna come to Metal Gear Solid Volume 2 like the older games came to Volume 1. I want Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriot. I want it. I want that to be the PS3 game I can download and stream. And the God of War trilogy, the original trilogy. There is a lawn, and that's the thing. PlayStation has an extensive library, like Nintendo and Xbox, that they can do backwards compatibility. That was the missing link, and we all know, whoever had a PS3 or played PS3 games before, that was the missing link. We couldn't play or download PS3 games. I think that would actually have more people subscribe to PlayStation Plus Premium if they do go with this. But Sony's gonna have to have serious sack to do that. They're gonna be like, can we do that? Can we emulate that? Can we make sure the PS3 games play on the PS5 like naturally, how they played on the PS3? I think you guys have the money to do it. You guys are in the $1 billion, like Xbox and Nintendo. I don't know if Nintendo's in a billion, but you guys clearly have the money for all the PS5 units that sold. So go ahead and pull the trigger and put the PS3 games so we can download them. Would I pay for Premium? Not like consistently. I know I wouldn't be on PlayStation Premium consistently all the time to play PS3 games. But I would like that option that if you give us the PS3 games, our money wouldn't feel wasted, because I'm completely cool with PS1, PS2, PSP, and PS4. Cool, backwards compatibility. But give us the full freaking picture. Give us the PS3 games too. Don't put it streaming, let us download it. I think it's been enough time. It's been about 2 years now that you guys can do a new feature. In fact, I think that's where Xbox is being you in terms of their subscriptions. I mean, it's a bit. Good, 7 minutes. Alright. But yeah, I think I pretty much made the point. Will Sony do it? It depends. Do they have the sack to do it, or the ball to do it? It depends. I'm not trying to diss Sony or PlayStation, but they have an opportunity. I think that's a good idea. That would get them more money. I know they're getting money from Extra and Essential, but that's how you would get more people to kind of play or subscribe to Premium. Like one video was saying, several videos were saying, people love nostalgic. I'm with them too. I would be cool to play the Infamous series just on the PS3 just to download it. There are too many games on the PS3, including the iconic Uncharted series before they got to 4, And the Last of Us series, like the proper PS3, they have a long history from the PS1. They have opportunities to bring games from the PS3. I think that was be. It's just like I said, it's just such a missing part and such a very specific period of history of iconic franchises on PS3 that they could do it. All right, well, I'm done with my bandwagon. I just kind of wanted to ease into it. So, of course, you can leave that like, comment, or subscribe. Do you think Sony is actually going to pull the trigger and actually put PS3 games that you can download finally? Or do you think they'll pretty much be like, nope, sorry, no money in it, and they'll just kind of like cop out? Alright, well, keep it short. Elden Ring. I think that's going to be the schedule. It depends on how I feel in terms of streaming. I know I didn't do Wednesday, but I knew my schedule was not going to be consistent. It was pretty much busy Wednesday, or it got too late that I was like, I'll do it tomorrow. So, Elden Ring, that's going to be the plan, and depending on how much Elden Ring I do, I might do it for the rest of the night, or I might actually try to do it just a few videos, but most likely I'm going to just do Elden Ring. Simple. It's going to be a simple day. Now, tomorrow, I think we'll keep that tentative, but might do some streaming too. And that one's going to be my random game day. Yeah, my random game day. What did I say? I felt like I was tongue-tied. So, that's going to be kind of like 2 or 3 games I'm going to cover, and it's just going to be anything. And I mean anything. So, because I did God of War Ragnarok that one day, it's going to be something else. It's not going to be God of War Ragnarok, sadly. But it's going to be some other random game that I'm going to be like, hey, I'm doing this game. So, just kind of keep your expectations. I can't say high, because you don't know what game I'm going to play. But definitely, guys, you can leave a comment of what game you would like to see on Friday. Fridays is where I am open to feedback. If there's a game you want me to cover, or a playlist I have covered, and you want me to go back to it, let me know. But if not, I'm going to pick a random game, and I'm going to be like, this is the game I wanted to do, and no one's going to say anything, and I'm completely cool with it. Alright, I kind of rambled on. I did some meta commentary, as my usual. Let's continue to Elden Ring.